Let's look at question 21 to 30 of the 2024 JAMB Chemistry examination questions. Question 21 says, when a few drops of water is added to a blue anhydrous cobalt 2 chloride, the color changes to A. White, B. Pink, C. Red, D. Blue. Now for this question there, the correct answer is B. Pink. Okay. Note that when water is added to cobalt 2 chloride, which is blue, the color changes to pink. So B. Pink is the correct answer. Next up, question 22. 22 says the most common ores of iron includes, you have option A, option B, option C, and option D. Now note that the most common ores of iron includes number one, hematite. So for 22, the first one you have there is hematite, and hematite is Fe2O3. Next one you have there is magnetite or magnetite. Magnetite is Fe2, Fe3O4, Fe3O4, and finally you have limonite, right? You have limonite. And limonite is simply hydrated iron oxide. So the correct option there would be option C, magnetite, hematite, and limonite. C is the correct answer. Next up, question number 23. Question 23 says, the rate of a reaction usually decreases with a decrease in the concentration of reactants because A. Kinetic energy decreases, B. Temperature increases, C. Speed increases, D. Reactant collision decreases. Now, for question 23, you want to note that lower concentration causes fewer particles per unit volume, and these fewer particles per unit volume causes fewer effective collision, because for the rate of reaction, of course we know that rate of reaction is being affected by the collision of particles, and if the concentration of a reactant is being reduced, or if the concentration of reactants is being reduced, that will result in fewer particles being available to collide together so that the reaction can occur. So a decrease in the concentration of reactants will cause the reactant collision to decrease. So D is the correct answer. Okay. Now we said D is the correct answer because a decrease in the concentration of reactants will cause a decrease in the reactant collision, which will in turn lead to a decrease in the reaction rate. Okay, so that's why D is the correct answer. Next up, question number 24. 24 says reduction of alkanones with lithium aluminum tetrahydride produces A. Primary alkanols, B. Secondary alkanols, C. Tertiary alkanols, D. Polyhydric alkanols. For 24, you want to note that the reduction of alkanols with lithium aluminum tetrahydride produces secondary alkanols. All right. So the correct answer there is B, secondary alkanols. Next up, question number 25. 25 says polyvinyl. 25 says polyvinyl chloride is used in the production of A. Glass, B. Alloys, C. Pipes, D. Ceramic. All right. Now note that polyvinyl chloride is what is popularly known as PVC. All right. And PVC is used for the production of water pipes and electrical insulation. So the correct answer there is C, pipes. Next up, question number 23. You have this, all right, sodium, atomic number 11, atomic mass 23, combines with neutron, to give you still the same sodium but with atomic mass 24. Now they said this is actually what? A. Nuclear fission. B. Nuclear fusion. C. Artificial transmutation. D. Beta decay. Now for this particular reaction here, what you have is simply artificial transmutation. All right. Now this is the conversion of one element into another by neutron bombardment. So when you convert one element into another, perhaps an isotope, by bombarding it or by combining it with a neutron, it is called artificial transmutation. So C is the correct answer. Next up, question number 27. 27 says detergents are manufactured with straight hydrocarbon chains so as to make them A. Soluble, B. Biodegradable, C. Cheaper, D. Foamy. All right. What's the correct answer to this question? For this question, the correct answer is B. Biodegradable. All right. You want to note that straight chain detergents are easily broken down by bacteria, and that's why they use straight chain. And this concept is called biodegradable. So that is your correct answer. Next up, question number 28. 28 says, in the periodic table, the electrical and thermal conductivities are properties of elements that A. Decrease across the period and increase down the group. B. Increase across the period and decrease down the group. C. Decrease across the period and down the group. D. Increase across the period and down the group. For 28, you want to note that in the periodic table of elements, thermal conductivity and electrical conductivity increases down the group and decreases across the period, respectively. So, because of this, metals are good electrical and thermal conductors. Meanwhile, non-metals are poor electrical and thermal conductors. So, for this question there, the correct answer is A, decreases across the period and increases down the group. So this is the correct answer. All right. Question 29. Chlorophyll obtained from given leaves of plants can be shown to be composed of more than one colored component by the technique of A. Crystallization, B. Hydrolysis, C. Chromatography, D. Sublimation. So what is the correct answer for this question? For this question there, the correct answer is C. Chromatography. All right. You want to note that C, chromatography, is a method of separating the constituents of a mixture by taking advantage of their different rates of movements in a solvent or over absorbent medium. So C, chromatography, is the correct answer. Finally, question 30. Question 30 says 300 cm cube of a gas has a pressure of 800 millimeter mercury. If the pressure is reduced to 650 millimeter mercury, find its volume. You have option A, option B, option C, and option D. Now, if you look at this, you're having volume and pressure. What comes to mind there is Boyle's law. So from 30, we use Boyle's law. Let's get the value of V1, initial volume. Initial volume that they said 300 cm cube. So V1 is 300 in cm cube. Let's get its pressure at that point. So what's P1? P1 there is 800 millimeter mercury. P1 is 800 millimeter mercury. Next up, they said if the pressure is reduced to 650 millimeter mercury, so P2 is 650 millimeter mercury. The other volume V2 is unknown. We ask to find V2. Now from Boyle's law, we know that P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. From that, we have that P1 is 800. So 800 P1 into V1. V1 is 300 is equal to P2. P2 is 650. 650 V2. V2 is unknown. So this into V2. So V2. All right, let's punch this. So I'll get my calculator. I will punch this straight up. All right, so first things first, 800 times 300. That's 240,000. So this gives you 240,000 is equal to 650 times V2. All right, to get the value of V2, divide here by 650. Divide here by 650. This cancels this. From here, V2 is equal to 240,000 divided by 650, and that's about 369. This 0.23 in cm cube. Of course, so that's a value. 369.23 cm cube. Let's see. All right, so B is the correct answer. All right, so as usual, I'll leave the next question 31 for you to solve. Question 31 says, if a given quantity of electricity liberates 0.65 gram of zinc 2 ion, what amount of Hg, that's mercury 2 ion, that's mercury ion, would be liberated by the same quantity of current? You're given the atomic mass of zinc as 65. You're given the atomic mass of mercury as 201. A, 1.00 grams, B, 2.10 grams, C, 4.20 grams, D, 8.04 grams. So which of these is the correct option? Leave your answer in the comment section and I'll tell you if you're correct or not. Okay, guys, so please take note that we have a JAMB WhatsApp group for JAMB Bites. All right. So if you're writing JAMB, we have a JAMB WhatsApp group where we do daily revisions on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. So if you're a science student and you want to join our JAMB WhatsApp group, I'll leave a link to the JAMB WhatsApp group in the video description. All right. You can also join our JAMB channel membership to get access to exclusive content for JAMB Bites, or you can get the full JAMB course on our website. Simply visit www.jonahimmanuel.com/courses and you see the JAMB/WAEC classes. All right. Okay, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. All right. Like this video. Also leave a comment. Right, for the comments, I gave you a task, question number 11. Solve it, leave your answer in the comment section, and I'll tell you if you're correct or not. Don't forget to also subscribe. If it's your first time here or you're yet to subscribe, please do what to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and select all so that you get notified whenever we upload a new content. Then finally, ensure to share this video to your friends and their colleagues so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.